Hello gentlemen, and welcome to yet again another episode of the Gentleman's Club. I'm doing a continuation in this series on my visit to the Kirin Fuji-Gotemba distillery in Shizuoka, and today I have just a slighter video to do to a lesser degree than the quality of the ones that I've been doing. So I've already showed you around the distillery. I sampled and did a tasting of all the offerings of the whiskeys that they have available there. I even brought home some whiskeys to try. And now, to a lesser degree, I'm going to do a review over these snack offerings that are available from the Kirin Fuji-Gotemba distillery. So as with all distillery visits, as you may know if you've gone to one before, they have a tasting at the very end. And with that tasting, they may provide you with some snacks to accompany the whiskey that you're trying. The whiskey that they gave me was I have it right here, my favorite, the Fuji-Sanroku. And what they did with this one, when they gave it to you, they let you try it two ways, on the rocks, and the other one was a highball version of this. So I got to try it two ways, and they gave me these cheese snacks to go with it. This one is made by this brand called Kameda. This is not made from Kirin, but from Kameda. But this is specially packaged just for the Kirin shop factory. This is an original snack and an original packaging. And as you can see, it has the wash stills on the front. So I'm gonna try these ones. And additionally, they give you one of these chocolates that is infused with this whiskey inside the middle. Now I bought these for about 1,000 yen, which is $10 US, and I gave these to my co-workers to eat. Inside of the box comes 18, 9 on each row, but as you can see, my co-workers already had their pick through these. They're all the same, by the way. When I say they had their pick through it, I'm just saying that they almost had the entirety of the box. And I made sure that, there, I just dropped them. I made sure that I specifically reserved 3 of them just for me to consume, so that I can give you the review about how I think they taste. So this is the box for this one. It matches the whiskey quite nicely. A great accompanying companion, so to speak. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these chocolate whiskeys up off the floor. Well, now that I already got them out of the package, I poured myself a glass of the Fuji-Sanroku right before I started the video. Same sweet smell as ever. Very nice. That vanilla-like smell. I think I'm going to try the cheese first, because this is what they give you first when you first sit down at the table. It's a crunchy chip that's just cheese flavored. Again, there are a few nuts inside of here. The taste of these is quite alright for relaxing, but is this the type of snack that you're going to consume with whiskey? Maybe no, but we're going to try it anyways. Fragrance is just as good as I remember it to be. Actually, these go quite good together, believe it or not, because with this whiskey being very sweet, and these are cheese flavored snacks, I can't explain the taste. Of course, they're not bitter, but then again, it's not sweet. It's just kind of a bland is even a wrong choice of words as well. It's kind of a flat taste, middle of the road. So this combined with something sweet, it's a good contrast. With the chocolate, I believe the chocolate is sweet, the whiskey is sweet. That goes good together in a different way because it's not contrasting, but it's an accompanying flavor. And if you think of anybody having some type of snack with the whiskey, more or less it's going to be chocolate. Chocolate is good at helping to bring out flavor. Actually, I believe Richard Patterson of the Dalmore and White and Mackay, there are some whiskeys that he lets people try with chocolate. He wants them to have it with the chocolate. So those were not bad at all. Now on to the main event. This is not going to show up on camera, but if you could see the individual packaging of each one of the chocolates, just as with the outside box, it looks just like the front labeling of the Fuji-Sanroku bottle. Same text, completely in the same places. Everything is exactly the same. It's the same label. And as you can see, this is what the label looks like. And it's just adhesive all the way around that makes it stick to this gold foil. The appearance of the chocolate is quite nice. It doesn't have any markings on it or imprints, but if you look at it closely, it kind of looks like a barrel. Let's go ahead and have a bite of this. This is very sweet, extremely sweet. And especially with me being here in Japan, I know how subdued their sweet tongue are because they're very used to vegetables and fish more so than my American counterparts and compatriots and things. They don't like things too sweet. They like sweet, but not American sweet. But by Japanese standards, this is very sweet. By American standards, it's normal. Inside, the whiskey's it's there, but it's kind of dried up in a gel-like, I wouldn't say paste, just it's more like a gel, a very hard gel. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no association with this company whatsoever. Whatever I say, this is me saying it. They're not giving me any of this stuff free. The tour wasn't free. Everything that I bought from the shop was not free. I went there out of my own volition, purchased all this stuff to try just because I feel that strongly about it and I love it that much. I love this whiskey that much. So when I say this is honestly coming from me. This is probably the best chocolate that I have. To say ever within my 34 years of life would be kind of hard, because maybe at some point in time I might have had better than this, but as far as my recollection goes, this is the best chocolate that I have tried. And yes, it does come at a price. $10 for a box of 18 is rather steep, but well, for some people it's rather steep. Wealth is of the mind and not of the pocket, so you take that however you want. This is outstanding. You know, sometimes you have these very terrible chocolates that you might buy from somewhere, and there's alcohol inside the middle, like rum or something very strong, and you bite into it and this rum or whatever's inside just oozes inside of your mouth, and you're like, that's the most bitter thing that I've ever tasted before, and it's just absolutely terrible. This, on the other hand, if I had not given these to my coworkers, I guarantee you that I could have easily eaten the whole box of 18 in just one sitting. I only got 3 of them left. Do you kind of conserve them and savor the taste is what I'm wanting to say, but nah, just enjoy it. So again, going back to the very bad chocolates with rum or some type of alcohol inside the middle, you bite into it and it just gushes all over your mouth, and you just turn up that face due to how awful it is. This is absolutely nothing that is going to make your face pucker up and just make you just have that thought that was absolutely disgusting. This chocolate is fantastic. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last one right here. Going back to cheesy cinema that I seen inside of my life, but I still adore and I love Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. He was sick and he became ill inside of that movie due to a villain striking him and radiating his body, making him ill. And he had one last chance to get his strength back, and it was this green crystal that was the last remnants of his home of Krypton. And once he uses the energy inside of that crystal energy module, the green crystal, it will restore his energy, but it would just completely cut his ties to Krypton, and that would be the end of it. This one right here, this is like that last energy module that Superman had. Once I consume it, I'm gonna be energized, but all connection is cut off unless I go back to this place again to pick up another box of these chocolates. The tour itself was quite nice. I'm not sure if it warrants going back for another visit, but if I happen to be in the Gotemba area, because they have a factory outlet there for clothing shops that I'm wanting to go to, so never say never. But here it is, the last chocolate. It has just enough of the whiskey inside of there to give you a sampling, a taste of what this whiskey's like. But even if you ate the entire box, I don't think it's enough to get you in that state of mind, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit left inside the glass. Very nice snacks to go with whiskey. Then again, the way that I like to have my whiskey, it's a unintruded experience, not influenced by outside anything. I like to have dinner after I drink whiskey, not before. It's one of those type of things for me. When I drink the whiskey, I just want to have the whiskey taste only. And I don't want to dilute it or have an influence by food or anything else. Even now at this moment, it's 12 p.m. in the afternoon, and I haven't even had breakfast yet because I wanted to go ahead and do this review first. But of course, after I turn off the camera, I'm going to have something to eat. But I'm a cereal type of person for breakfast and maybe some toast. I don't want to have the taste of bread and milk on my tongue while I'm conducting this review. That was absolutely exquisite, and I have to tell you what, I enjoyed making that video. You're probably wondering, this crazy nut, I can't believe he just stretched out a video this long just to try some cheese chips and nuts and chocolate. But it is what it is. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you guys back in the future for yet again another whiskey review right here on the Gentlemen's Club channel. I'm your host, Marc.antomattei. Take care, salute, and keep it classy.